Welcome back to another episode of the Reality Show Girls with your fearless host, Whitney and Eleni. And we're here to kind of break down a couple of shows that we've been watching, little updates, and perhaps, I don't know, a fun story or two.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. What an intro. Yes, your fearless host Whitney and Eleni are here. I'm so tired, so apologies in advance. I'm just surviving at
It's
this
been a
point.
week.
I don't
Shall we
even know
do
where
some
to begin.
housekeeping?
Yeah, our
Let's clean it up.
housekeeping. So if you're listening to the podcast, that means you must like us, right? So hit like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Follow us on Instagram. There's literally like one week left with TikTok.
Wait, I actually was going down a rabbit hole with this, and I heard that there might be an extension to the ban.
Just why is this even happening? Oh my God.
China and
Hold on.
TikTok.
Let me finish my housekeeping rant real quick
Yeah,
and then we'll
well,
get
and then
into
we'll get
that
into
for a
that.
second.
So I
But
guess follow us on TikTok for a couple days. I don't know.
yeah, maybe we'll be on Redbook soon, even though the people here are calling it Red Note. But as a person who lived in China, it's called Redbook, everyone. That's what that Red app is that all the Chinese people use.
Oh,
Anyway, um, maybe we'll make an account there. But just on the social medias, we're at Reality Show Girls and we're on all of your streaming platforms to listen to the pod. So
so listen away
yeah, listen,
and share.
support, share, rate us 5 stars, all those things. Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Whitney. I just wanted to throw in a quick disclaimer before we get into the TikTok ban of it all. Obviously, Eleni and I recorded this before the weird barely 24-hour ban occurred, so our thoughts and guesses about how and why this all happened have changed, and we definitely have opinions of it all, so don't worry, we will discuss in greater detail on our next episode. But for now, feel free to laugh and enjoy our thoughts on it all before it all went down. Anyway, carry on. Happy listening.
Yeah,
Now,
but going back to the
back to
TikTok
this
thing.
TikTok
Yeah,
ban.
I was actually looking that apparently Biden was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just let Trump deal with that."
So President Biden is just saying, no, I don't want to deal with this because this is not what I wanted. I don't know.
I just think he's like, it's not my tea. Like Trump's gonna have to deal with it. And then I've heard like there's gonna be an extension to the ban where it's like I heard it's a 90-day extension. Then I heard another one that was like 200 days or 270 something in the
You might
200s.
as well
Like
just make it 365. What?
it's really confusing. And then I heard like
Oh,
TikTok
God.
wants to like really stick with their guns and it's gonna go away on the 20th. Like no matter what, they don't care. Like they're not gonna wait to hear about if the extension is gonna
Like now
happen or
they're
not.
just over it.
Yeah, that basically they're just over it and they're just gonna take it away.
But it's literally just being taken away from the US, right?
Uh,
So, like, if you're in
yes,
Canada, you can use it. If you're in the UK, you can use it.
I think I haven't like really researched it
Me
that much. I
either.
probably should have, but
But, like,
I
couldn't
just
you just use a VPN? Like, I guess that would be illegal if you did it. But I'm just like,
it is very interesting.
I just don't. What is the reasoning behind it?
I don't know. I think
And they just want to, I guess, control what our
they're
viewership
basically. I
is.
mean, I think Trump is trying to like just buy it, but like they're not. They're like it's not for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Being
I
used
don't
at
really
all.
know. I don't really know. Yeah, apparently he's trying to like Trump is trying to get with like Elon Musk and like a couple of his homies that we all hate, and they're all
Mm-hmm.
trying to buy it. And then the people in TikTok are like, we're not trying. This is not for sale. And then he's like, let's just extend it. And I don't know. There's a
So
lot of things on the
silly.
internet, and I'm
Ugh.
looking at all of this on TikTok. So once TikTok is gone, I don't know what.
I won't have access to anything. I won't know how to do anything. I will never be caught up with the news.
I mean, really, like it's gonna be kind of devastating because
It
I get a lot of
is.
my information off TikTok,
Right. And like of course people will say like, "Oh my God, you can't believe everything you see on there." But
but I
like
do,
that's the equivalent of all the old people getting their information from Facebook, you know?
or the news.
Or the news. Truly. But I feel like at least ours is more like I feel like TikTok is more accurate than like
I think it's just like a lot
other
of
things.
resources. Like there's a lot of people.
Plus, did you see like Facebook? They're taking away, I guess, I didn't even know this was a thing, but there's like some sort of,
Short.
huh?
It's called like shorts, like almost like their reels.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
Oh,
But like people will like post articles and stuff, and then there will be like a fact check thing underneath to tell you if that's real or not. Apparently that
Oh.
was a thing, but now Elon or whoever, Mark Zuckerberg is taking away
Mm.
that function so people can basically just say whatever they want and there won't be any sort of fact checking
Now, Mark,
happening.
why would you do that?
Yeah, he was just like, it's, impeding on our freedom of speech or something. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what he said, but I was just like, what? What? Are
So,
we okay?
anyways, I am a little like I'm acting like the TikTok ban isn't gonna happen because for some reason I just feel like it won't,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's gonna be gone for like a day and then we get it back. Like
Yeah, I don't know what's about to
I'm
happen.
actually not freaking out about it yet, but I'll deal with it when
It
it
won't
comes.
happen until it really happens. That's when it
I
will
mean, yeah,
really
what
hit
am I
us.
supposed to do?
I don't know,
It
but
does feel weird because I have a lot of things saved, like recipes and stuff like
we
that.
got to do that thing. There's a way you guys can save all of your stuff from your profile,
Okay.
all of your save. You sent it to me.
I did.
You sure did. And you better do it before the TikTok goes away because it's a TikTok video that explains how to do it.
Oh my god.
But it's basically like it'll TikTok, you can like go in your settings and like download your entire history and it'll save all your saved videos, your likes, your own videos, and it'll be in code, like in a zip file that you open. But you just scroll through and it'll have like URLs that you just copy and paste into your browser
Oh,
and it'll just be an individual link for every video.
okay.
So
That's annoying,
just so
but
you guys
okay.
know. You can Google it. I'm sure
At
it'll
least
come
you
up.
have it. Yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. I feel like in the same fashion where we're just like, I'm not believing it until it actually happens, is this latest breaking news in the Bachelor Nation world.
Mm.
I'm talking about it now, I guess, because we're
Yeah,
just in
because why
that vein.
not? Rachel
Um,
Kirkconnell
yeah,
and Mr. Matt
Matt
James.
James and Rachel have broken up, which is, I'm pretty like, oh
I
man,
thought we like got over the hurdle after
right.
the whole Black
Like,
Lives Matter.
y'all already went through so much to be together.
No,
Y'all better
yeah. I
stay
was like, she was
together, you
accused of being
know?
racist, like all this shit was happening. And then like you guys got through it and you were living together, you were making food
Yeah, they
vlogs,
started a YouTube
posting,
channel this past year,
like so much was happening.
and
And
apparently they bought a house together, supposedly. I saw that in
where here?
comments. I don't know where, but
Oh,
that might not be real,
I
but
saw them one time at the Atlanta airport.
they be everywhere. They be in New York
Well,
all the
because
time.
she's like from Atlanta and
Mhm.
well, she's from a suburb in Atlanta. But actually my friend Zoe went to school with her or like they
Mm.
went, yeah.
Mhm.
Or maybe it was the same cheer, whatever, that area up there. Um, so they're in Atlanta a lot and obviously he lives here. Well, they both live here, I guess.
They literally are all over the place.
I feel like they
They
are
just
mostly
bop
here though.
around.
Yeah, I feel like they are mostly here.
Here, California.
But also, it's just weird the way it happened. Like Matt James just posted on his Instagram yesterday, like a prayer, and it
He,
was
like, a
like,
picture of
please,
them from when they first met on The Bachelor, and then
yeah,
the prayer was his,
it was like, please guide us as we are separated. It was like something
that
like that.
as we work through this heartbreak and something, something, Jesus, amen.
Really, like really out of the thin air. Like I woke up and I was like, what? I thought they got
Yeah.
engaged. Like the picture looked
Yeah.
like they got engaged. So I was like, that's weird because that was really unexpected because they post each other so frequently in their own posts. So
Like,
that was
literally, he
weird.
posted a video of her that like, the day before or something, right?
Yeah. So,
And
and Rachel's been quiet this whole time, except that she liked a comment.
she liked a comment today, I
Yeah.
believe, and it basically said that the comment was like, "I think that she was probably blindsided
Mm-hmm.
by this whole situation," something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And Bachelor Data, you guys should follow her. She's always on top of the tea
Yeah.
and what's
She's
going
great.
on. She found out that the Sun posted an article that allegedly from her family or friends or whatever that Rachel is like devastated and like blindsided by him posting this because I guess maybe what happened is that she like I think maybe she initiated the breakup or something, but she wasn't prepared for them to like say something publicly about it. So he just sort of did that on his own without telling her. So that's what she's blindsided by because obviously she knew about the breakup, but just didn't think it would be announced in this way. But it was funny because
Yes.
a lot of people thought that he had gotten hacked because the whole prayer thing was so strange and
The prayer of it all was very off brand.
very.
Like he might be a man of God, but like that was like he's never been praying out loud like that.
I do think they are pretty religious though.
Yeah, I think they're religious, but like they don't It's different when someone posts religious things like on the reg or like every,
Mhm.
but that was like really out of pocket.
I don't know.
Like,
For me, I didn't think it was weird at all. I thought it was just like, oh yeah, heartbreak is hard. So yeah, he's gonna talk to God about it.
yeah, like yeah, but
But
now
I don't
looking,
know. But a lot of people seem to think the same thing as
yeah.
well, that it's very strange for him to do that like
Yeah. I
that.
mean, I
I mean,
think
it is strange overall.
it is strange. I think at first I was like, okay, he's turning to Jesus to announce this. But then, like, after thinking about it, I'm like, okay, what? Also, there is some speculation. This is a little wild. I don't,
That it's actually an engagement
yeah,
and they're trying to throw people off. But I
yes. But
don't
I
think that
just, I cannot live in that delusion. I don't think
I
that's
would
true.
never want my engagement story to be that we pretended we broke up
Well, they're saying because
beforehand.
she has this ring on her pinky, which I don't even think is a diamond. I don't, I don't know.
That could just be like a ring he bought her for an
That's what I'm
anniversary present or
saying, but
something.
apparently it's been in some videos and people have been speculating that they got engaged and then they're trying to throw him off with the prayer breakup. I don't know. That's just
That's just too
delusional.
much. I don't
That's
think
just
that's the case. I
delusional,
think
but
it's
like,
so sorry. I think it's a real breakup. And if not,
yeah.
perfect. But, one thing I've learned from these bachelor couples is that they will not be staying together, you know?
It is really crazy because they did pass the mark where I was like, this is going to be a JoJo and Jordan situation where they're together for years and then they eventually get engaged and they eventually get together.
Yeah, but I
Because
mean,
I don't know,
it
but I
doesn't work for
mean,
everybody. Like Rachel and Brian, you know,
yeah.
they didn't last after they were together for what, like 8 years? So
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's
at the end of the day, love isn't real. That's what I'm getting out of
or
this.
that, or that.
No, hopefully maybe for somebody. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But what a strange little moment.
What a strange little moment for us.
What do you guys think about it? Let us know in the comments. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I hopefully when this comes out, we'll have more information.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be confirmed or denied.
Mhm. Mhm.
We'll see.
So there's that. But going back in reverse,
Let's reverse it.
let's reverse.
Let's debrief the week
Let's talk
because
about our little
yeah, we had kind of
lives.
a crazy, not like crazy. We kind of had a
It's
lot of
kind of been for me
of
personally, it's been a hectic
it's kind of a hectic,
weekend.
eventful weekend into the week. So we had our friend Ben in town.
And I also had two of my friends from my
Yes,
hometown also
all come in the
visiting,
same
all visiting in the
weekend.
same weekend. So that was a lot of running around, a lot of
They were
beep boop
there
bopping.
basically to see shows, so you saw a good amount of shows, I feel like.
I saw 2 shows
Oh, I guess I
because
did
I'm
too, I
poor.
don't know why.
Yeah.
I felt like you were just doing a lot of things.
I was just supporting them and seeing them in between
True,
shows
true,
and stuff.
true. Yeah, so they were seeing shows and
Mhm.
stuff like that. All
We all got to see The
all got to
Outsiders, you
see The Outsiders,
guys.
and we were front row. I mean,
Very
literally
front
front row.
row. My friends were so kind to wake up early in the morning and wait in line at like 7 o'clock.
I didn't even know I was gonna see I didn't even, like, think that they would do that. That is, like, really kind of them.
I
Yeah.
mean, they were doing that for themselves.
Of course.
But I was like, you
But
know
you were
what?
like
I'm there. We have enough people to get 2 tickets for each of
each.
us.
Yeah.
So why not try and bring
And that
everybody
was very
along?
nice. And that was very nice that everyone thought about us. And I was like, hey, I mean,
Mm.
who am I to say no? Who am I to say no? So we went and we saw half the show. It was really, I wouldn't even say partial view. I want to say it was half view, but it's fine. It was like $30.
I mean, I think the seat I sat in
It was a little bit better.
was a tad bit better
I
because I did
couldn't
see the top of their heads because we were sitting and right in front of the tire on their
house
stage right,
left.
house left. So we were right front and center for the beginning when he's
Mm.
just sitting there writing in his notebook. We also saw the understudy. We did not see Brody. What
Thank
was his
God.
name? Josh
Josh something.
Strobel, I
Yes, that's
believe.
right. Yes, that's right.
Yes, my memories
Yeah, it's good.
somehow working. But I thought he was amazing. Not he, Brody's like singing in cursive all the time, but this man was like, "I'm a musical theater boy."
They were all good. They were
They were
all
all
good. I
really
just
great.
didn't see really it was an audio show for me
Yeah, you
mostly.
kind of just had to imagine what's going on stage left, house right.
Yeah, the fight scenes were so good. It was a good show. Yeah, I can see
It's
why
a
it
really
won.
good show. Yeah, I totally can see how it won. I would love to see it again with a full view.
Yes.
But hey, the tickets were $30. You can't beat that. You
Yeah.
know?
And some of the men were very hot. And some
Oh
of them
my
kind of
God.
made me have the ick and think they were hot at the same time, which is a really
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
feeling.
But that's everybody in musical theater, I think.
I guess that's really true. Yeah,
Yeah.
the show was great. The show was great. It was an audio experience for me. Maybe it's because I'm short too, so I was just kind of like what's happening. Rocks were in my face.
Oh yeah, we were right in the gravel was coming our way, but not oh my god, if you guys sit in the
Front row,
Pony
middle.
Boy's seat that goes into in the beginning, that's the worst seat to be in because the gravel went straight on that man. It was like a
Mm.
full like bucket full that went
Yeah, they
right
get a
on
lot.
him.
I feel like the orchestra like center gets a lot. We
Mhm.
didn't get that much, but it was really I liked it. The choreography was cool. The fight choreo was cool. Um, I think the set could have been more. I was kind of just like, this is bare
Yeah.
bones. I'm kind of
Yeah.
tired of the bare bones. I kind of want to.
Everyone's doing bare bones. Well,
I'm
that's
done.
why you need to see like The Great Gatsby. That
I
is
know.
not bare
I
bones.
need to see like an extravagant
I'm trying to think
set.
what else. I feel like I saw something else that was a crazy set
Like,
too.
sorry, I just saw Cabaret the 2 days before, and it was just like I was in an
Also bare
immersive
bones?
experience.
Oh no.
No, it's just different. Like that's probably not a good comparison, but like I just want like I'm tired of this industrial nothing of a stage. And same with the bows. Can I just complain about bows real quick? Because curtain call lately has been so bare bones. I think Hamilton started this trend where there's like no music.
Hamilton does that?
Yeah, it's like no
Oh.
music, no anything. Everyone just gets in a line and bows. No, guys, I want the mega mix. I want Mamma Mia. I want you guys to do a finale. I paid. I want to see another show within the curtain call. Sometimes that's the best part. Like, in Joseph and all
Hey,
the shows
that's
that had,
Moulin Rouge. They'd be doing
yeah, like there is a mega mix. I'm here for them. That's another show that has a great set.
that's what I was thinking of.
The
Yeah.
elephant. Let's go. Let's go. There's the
What
elephant. The
is
whole
are you talking about the actual elephant or the one that like the room? Because there's like an elephant on stage, right?
both. Both.
Okay, I'm just making sure because my friend was asking me like, "Oh, can you see the elephant from where your seat?" And I'm like, Do you mean the room?" Like,
No,
yeah,
no,
I
no,
saw
no.
the room,
No.
but
Probably
does the
meant the
elephant on the side do anything?
no, but there's an
Okay,
elephant.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something because I couldn't see that elephant. So
You're like, is it supposed to
I'm like,
fall?
what?
Like Phantom. Gone are the days where the chandelier falls into the. Come on now.
I wanted a piece of the set on top of me.
I want to fear for my life when the chandelier falls. I want to have the monkeys dangling over me in Wicked. I mean, enough of
Hey,
these new
look.
bare bones shows that think they're doing so much by doing so little. No, guess what? You're just doing so little, and it's not cool. I want to have an immersive
Okay, but
experience.
Sunset Boulevard is very cool.
Okay,
And you're gonna see that on February 9th. And
eighth.
you'll
Oh, ninth.
8th? 8th. I think it's the 8th. You're correct.
Anyways, other than that, it was a good
Oh,
experience. I ended up in the Wicked set a stage afterwards
yeah.
because Ben wanted to see. Yeah, so Whitney was gonna go getting.
I
So
met up
her
with my
friends had
friend. I mean,
another show lined up, so she was gonna have drinks with them, hang out with them more. Ben and I were just gonna go back because we had a night planned. So we were like, let's just go back. But then while we were walking, Ben was like, "Oh, Claire's out. She wants to see me. You want to go on the Wicked stage?" I'm like, I
yes,
mean,
Claire is in Wicked.
yes,
For those who don't know, our
for
friend
those that don't know and didn't see the episode, you need to go back to episode whatever and then
where we
watch it.
interview
Yeah.
Claire. Mhm.
She's Vacation Swing. She was on I forgot what track she did, but she was on and she was like, "Hey, come." So we went. Really cool. Like we got to be on the stage, which is funny because it's like I saw the Outsiders and then I was on the Wicked stage and it was really confusing. But the stage is really raked, so it's like inclined, like the back is like up. It's really weird. It's so weird and it threw me off so much. But I guess that's how they did it in the old days. Instead of having the seats go up, they just had the stage go up.
Oh yeah.
You
How do
know?
they dance on that though?
I know.
That
It's
seems
it's like
difficult.
it's more of an incline than I thought. I was like, how is the Nessa Rose not falling? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but it was interesting. And it
Does
almost
it
like
flatten out at a certain point?
no, it's just a steady downhill.
Wow.
Very interesting. But it was weird. It's like you get on the stage and it looks so small and you kind of like strip away all the magic. It's like in Disney when you work for Disney and you see
And you go backstage
and you go backstage and you see things and you're like,
and you
well,
see the truth.
and I see the truth. And I was like, you're just
You're like, ah,
sorry, I can't say
what
that
do you
quote.
mean?
So, anyways, I feel like I got the magic kind of like got swept away. The curtain fell, but it was still cool to see it and everything.
You still want to be a part of it though, right?
Yeah,
You want
I
to
was
be a
like,
little
great.
monkey.
I was like, great. I still want to be the monkey flying. Like, when's that happening? It was so funny. I was like telling my voice teacher about it, and she sent me like all the sides. She's like, here's all the sides, just be ready for all of it. I was like, okay.
Oh, all right.
I'll send them to you. Yeah, like all the packets, like the alphabet packet, she even sent me the shin shin. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna send you the shin shin because when you're the swing, you're gonna have to cover the shin shin. I was like, I know that's right. So,
Has she done that?
yeah, she was Glinda in the first like LA production.
Oh,
She's like OG. She's a part
nice.
of the Wicked fam.
Fun.
She's incredible. Alexa Green. Shout out. I'm gonna shout her out because she's like an amazing human and also a great voice teacher. So if anyone's looking in New York.
Appreciate it.
Anyways, that was that. And then do you have anything to add with the shows and stuff?
Well, I saw Titanique
Oh,
Sunday
yeah.
night, and it's actually so funny. It is definitely a show for the girls and the gays. Like the references were all like, if you're in musical theater, you'll get it, and if you're not, you'll still laugh, but it's just not as funny.
Like
But
I couldn't take my dad or my brother.
oh well, no, I think they would have fun.
Okay.
Like everyone will have fun watching it no matter what. But there were like some like drag race references and like they did like the Wicked, like like it was just like good stuff. And you could tell that they like change it depending on what's going on, obviously, in the times. And and then I think because it was Sunday night, they had more improv happening because it was literally like the last show of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just making each other laugh the entire time.
Oh, I love
and I was
that.
just I was like, I want to be in this show. It looks so fun. And
Yeah.
it's kind of that same thing where like obviously it's off Broadway, so the set isn't going to be immaculate or anything. Like it was just so like it was giving like community theater, but like it needed to be that way for what it was.
Yes.
Um
It's like the show that we saw that guy in that you worked with,
yeah,
but better.
but better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I'm imagining it, at least.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen it.
I would totally go back. It was just so funny.
Yeah, it's always, I mean, it's been going.
It's so easy to get rush tickets. Like it's not a rush at all. It's not like you trying to sign up for the Rev auditions and it's gone in a minute.
Gone in a second.
No, you actually have time where you can think and ponder, how many tickets do I need? Yeah. Anyway, would highly recommend seeing it. I don't want to spoil stuff because it's just funny or when you don't know what's about to happen, but good time. And maybe I would love to be a little background singer for that show.
Yeah. Why not?
So there's that. Also, I'll just say, in keeping into what our ins and outs are for this year, I did the thing that I was in. I tried to shoot my shot, everyone, and the shot went right back in my face.
I don't think it did.
If anything, I got my answers, and sometimes that's all you need. You just need
and that's why you
answers of
shoot.
what's
I
happening.
kind of made you shoot your shot. She had the gun.
I was all
and she was
actually
like,
they had the
"Oh."
guns pointed at my head and said, "You need to do this now or else."
I was like, it's
all
time.
the friends.
Yeah, we all
And I was
had
just
our
like,
guns
"Oh
out. And then
my
she was
God,
like, I think I
fine."
have to take my gun out. And I was like, remember what you said on the podcast? You need to shoot your shot.
She kept me accountable, but it was overall such a random. I'm not even going to go into it, but I got my answers and I can move on. I can be free from the shackles
You're
of
free.
my deluluship, which we didn't post the whole video, but on our Instagram you can see our dating wrapped of 2024.
And you can infer what a deluluship is.
I think you know what a deluluship is. I am free from it now.
You're free from the
thank
shackles.
God.
You're free from all of them. I think so.
I wonder which one's going to be next, though. That's the thing, though. It's so I love a deluluship. I love having a crush. You know what I mean?
Yes, having a crush is great. I don't know. Like,
It's a love-hate thing, but
it's a love-hate thing.
It's easier when it's from afar. It's when they're in close range and they actually get to know you. You're like, oh no, now I'm actually imagining something could happen when it's not going to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that. Keep to your resolutions, everyone.
Keep to your resolutions.
You'll get your answers. You'll get what you
me, on the other hand, I've been reading this book that's sitting right there.
Pretty Girls.
It's called Pretty Girls. It's really actually kind of scary. This has nothing to do with anything, by the way.
That's fine.
It's a little creepy, a little gory. It reminds me of like Saw. I don't know. I
Oh my
love Saw.
God.
You know, I just love the whole Saw series. So it's giving Saw in a good way. And I feel
it's a
like
mystery thriller.
yeah, people are dying, people are doing drugs, and also you're trying to figure out why. And everything's like getting connected. There's like multiple stories right now, and they're all kind of combining now.
Okay.
So it's getting exciting. It's getting really exciting.
That's fun.
But it was funny because I was reading the book and I was like, this is like so unnerving and scary. And I had one of my friends reach out to me and he was like, I was on Grindr and it literally, okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I know. I'm sorry. It all connects, I promise.
Okay.
But he was telling me like literally what happened to the book happened to him in a smaller way.
Lord.
And I was like, Lord, is everything okay out in the universe?
Mhm.
Because he was telling me this is tea that I'm just sharing.
Is it okay?
I mean,
to share?
I think so because it's
Okay.
okay. So a guy hit him up on Grinder, duh,
Mhm.
and he usually doesn't like if someone says like I'm married, like he'll go the other way, like But if it's like a closeted person, he'll be like, okay, if I don't know, then I don't know. But if they tell me like I'm in a relationship or I'm married, I'm not gonna go through with it. If they
Okay.
don't tell me and I go through with it, that's on them. Like
Mm.
I'll passively be a bad person, but not actively. And I was like, okay, yeah, perfect. So, anyways, this person, look, it said like 0 feet away. Like, bitch, are you in the room or what? But apparently Grinder does that when they're like in the same building
Mhm.
and they were in the same building. They live in the same building.
Okay.
And he was like, I've seen you at the gym and like you look hot. Like, what's up? And then he's like, oh my gosh, like, yes. Sorry, so random.
Yeah,
Essentially, they
what
start
yeah.
talking and he's like, okay, let's like hook up. And he's like, sure. And then he's like, just to let you know, I have 3 kids and I'm married.
Mo.
And he's like, okay,
Oy.
well, I can't do this anymore. Like,
No.
obviously, I can't do this. And
Oh,
he kept like kind of like entertaining him just because he was just kind of interested in like what is happening there, like kind
yeah.
of peel back layers. Well, he said, this is crazy, that him and his nephew hooked up. He said, oh, but he's 18. He's 18 and he likes it. So it's fine. Then my friend like promptly blocked him, like put him away. All that to say, guys, people are crazy. Like that story had me got. He told it in like a far better way than
Oh,
me. But
Lord.
Lord, be careful on these
Lord,
apps.
Lord.
Lord, be careful, especially on Grinder. I don't know
People
what's happening on that app. Does that happen on Hinge? Have you known anyone to have a crazy story on Hinge like that?
no.
Yeah.
I mean, I simply just don't use the app enough to even get that.
But have you heard of anyone else having a crazy experience on Hinge like that, or like Bumble,
No, but
or
I mean, like, probably online, like, on TikTok,
yeah?
but
But
not
to
in
hear
real
it from,
life.
like, a friend, I was like, "Wow."
That's, like, icky, icky.
And I was like, "I just stopped reading that
So
book,"
you're
and
saying
then
that's what's happening in that book?
there's more to it. There's, like,
Okay.
killings involved.
Perfect.
It's, like,
Even better.
escalated.
Exactly what
Like I
we
said, it's
needed.
like Saw.
Wow. Well,
But it's a great book.
so yeah, there's that.
There's
Um
So anyways, that's my update. I obviously, uh, that's wild.
Yeah. So let's move on
Let's move
and
on,
let's talk
please.
about what really matters here. Traitors.
Traitors.
Traitors episode. I can't do it.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Yeah,
Um things got kind of crazy this episode.
they
I didn't even
did.
think they were going to be able to pack it all into one episode and I'm glad that they did.
Yeah.
Also, please don't leave me with a cliffhanger. Um
We left off with how the traders had to go into the secret room and pick 3 people to put in the coffin, and, Gabby,
Gabby, our
like,
girl Gabby
kinda was
was
on
on to
it.
something until she
She
doubted
kinda, like,
herself and
doubted
she just let it
herself.
go.
She, like, kinda let it go, but
But
she saw Danielle. Oh, sorry, not Danielle.
she heard
It was
Danielle's
Danielle.
voice coming and coming out from that secret room in the bar. And so she was like, "Oh, that's weird. That's suspicious."
Mhm.
Um and I don't think she told anyone in that moment because then they had to go outside and like see who they wrote on the list and they chose Jeremy, Nikki, and Sierra, which were like totally random choices, I think.
Mhm.
Besides Jeremy, because Jeremy was kind of on to Danielle and
Mhm.
had a feeling that she was a traitor.
Mhm.
Um, and I thought this was gonna be like last season where everyone got to like put in a roast of who they thought should be murdered or something, but it
Yeah.
wasn't that way.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. They all had, like, a final say, like, a final word before they
Yeah, like
closed
the
the.
three of them had to like plead for their case of why they should stay, but that was it. And I guess I understand now that they were doing this because like they could have put a traitor in there and so then everyone else that all the faithfuls were like, "Oh, there must be a traitor in there so that they can try to throw us off."
Mhm.
But really there were no
There were no
traitors.
traitors.
And so it kind of threw them off even more because now they're thinking that these faithfuls are traitors. And it was just a crazy mess. But they killed Jeremy and he was crying
He was
that he was
upset.
getting killed off. And I was like,
He
wow,
was
my
upset.
God. Like,
He was upset.
you really wanted that
And then they
money?
just kinda go into the challenge, which was, like, a funny challenge
What
with the
was it?
with the totem the heads,
Oh,
and they had to
yeah.
grab the heads. Only was it 10 people got or 18?
Yeah. Whoever
got their full head
Got
on it
by full
is
head, we mean, like, it's
saved.
like a statue that they had to build of each
Yeah,
person,
is
kind of.
saved from the next
They have the
killing.
shields for next
So
time.
like Tom Sandoval is a
Before
fucking idiot in this show.
Can we just talk about Tom Sandoval? I saw this on TikTok. He's
R.I.P.
been sweating so much profusely,
Hmm.
and people are speculating that he might be detoxing from, like, a drug or something because
Yeah,
obviously they're
probably.
out of the country. You know, you can't really travel with that stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Like I think he's unwell. I also just think he's stupid. He's like one of those guys that thinks he like is so like
He will just go, like, full
intuitive,
in
and it's
100%
so
and be like,
wrong.
"Yes, this is what's happening. This is a traitor." And it's just like, "No, Tom,
It's like you're just
you're so
stupid.
wrong.
So
You're
anyways,
so."
he in the challenge, he takes his head immediately, runs up to the top to
He's the
get
one that does it first,
it's just
and
everyone, it's like a free for all. They don't talk to each other. Bob the drag queen is trying to get everyone together, but he honestly doesn't really care because he's a traitor. So like
mhm.
it's all just a mess.
And then Bob H, he
He has a
he's
whole
from The Biggest
emotional
Loser,
yeah.
so I think I really don't know his story, but what ba I'm just basing it off what was said. I'm assuming he lost a bunch of weight,
Hmm.
but in his past, he had a heart attack because of his health, and now he's, like, doing this challenge that is really
Physically demanding.
mhm.
And he did it. And so
He
he's
ended
crying
up
because
finishing, but he's just, like, overwhelmed because
he's like,
he's just like, "Oh my
I just
god."
did that. But then meanwhile, you have Tom Sandoval being an asshole and Bob the drag queen yelling. So it's like everyone is going through their own personal experience.
Meanwhile,
The Bambies are like
Alan
pissed because they're like, the only people that are going to win this are the men because they're fucking running and sprinting with these rocks on their shoulder, you know?
yeah, but I just wanna talk about Alan and his outfit for that challenge.
Oh my God, with the patches of green on him.
He said, "I am full moss.
Shrubbery.
I am giving
I'm
nature."
giving shrubbery nature.
And then he had, like, a whole, like,
And his doggy Lala.
overlay of fabric on top. I was just
Alan
like,
is
"What
everything
is
in the
this?"
show.
I don't know what it is, but I'm living for it.
I don't know what it is about these reality shows that I just love the host. Like I don't even know. It's just I
You
just
talking about JP? You talking
sorry,
about
I
Jesse
just gotta
Palmer?
mention him one more time. Jesse Palmer, of course, of course. But it's just like I feel like every show that we've watched lately, like I just love Maya
Yeah.
Jama. Like
Only one I didn't like was Love Island Australia's host. I can't even remember her name right
oh,
now.
I
The
don't know.
Monk. That's
Oh,
what they call her. And I was just like,
I'm
"Girl,
just
get off the screen."
I just have loved all of them.
But all the other ones, yeah.
Caroline
Yeah.
Flack, R.I.P. Whew,
Who?
Flack, Caroline
Oh,
Flack.
yeah.
That is so sad. Sorry.
Mhm.
Anyways, I've loved all the hosts. Alan is bringing it so hard with these fits. It's crazy. And
Mhm.
just the narration, chef's kiss. Like
So
just
good.
so good.
So good. So then after the challenge, this is where Bob, the drag queen, really he shouldn't have said this. But basically Alan was like, "So 10 of you got shields. Are any of you that didn't get shields unhappy? Or like feel like you should have?" And this kind of led, I don't know how, but it basically led to Bob being like, I don't know what made him say this, but he's basically said that the three new guys, including Rob, obviously one of them has got to be a traitor. Like he's just said that out in the open to everybody.
Hmm.
And Rob clocked that immediately and was like, "Why are you saying that? You're putting a target on me." When he literally like stuck his neck out to save Bob the drag queen last week, you know?
Yeah. And another thing is that Dylan, Zac Efron's brother, has been speculating Bob this whole time, but just didn't have the numbers. But then Dolores was like, listen, I agree with you. So there's
Oh, I guess I wasn't there yet, but yeah.
yeah, I think that happened before the challenge though. I think that
Mm-mm.
they had a
Mm-mm.
conversation that morning, and then after that, I think they got more people on their side. They had another conversation, and then Rob gets involved after the challenge, I think.
I think it was just Dolores and Dylan
Dylan?
talking to each other beforehand, maybe, but I thought that
Because
happened
I think they
after.
like mention it out loud to like Gabby and a few other people. There was like a scene
That happened after the challenge.
that happens after the challenge, but I think Dylan and Dolores
Yeah, I
had a
think
conversation
just
before the
those 2.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yes. So like you
maybe.
see that like
I
one other person is like with Dylan, then the challenge happens. Then they get like a few other people kind of talking about it. And
Well, the
then
thing I guess what I'm trying to say is that because Bob called Rob out, Rob was like, "You know what? If you're gonna do that to me, then I'm gonna
get
get
after
you
you.
out."
Yeah.
And that's when Rob was like, "I'm not gonna obviously make it seem like I'm the one saying this." So he talks to everyone else. He talks to Dylan, who already has that inkling, And
Yeah, Dylan just needed a few people on his side because he was so ready to go with that.
yeah,
He was
like,
so sure about it. And
but
he's
he
right.
was like, I can't do it alone. And
That round table.
Rob went in for the kill at that round table.
That
It was
round table was
crazy.
juicy tea.
Some of these people are so stupid though, because people were thinking that Nikki or Sierra were the traitors, because like one of them just had to be because they got put in the coffin. But obviously we're like, you guys know that's not it.
Yeah, it was like weird accusations. They're like, Sierra cusses a lot.
Yeah.
And that means she's nervous.
And I'm just like, I have heard that on my little CIA episodes I watch, but she was just like, girl, I just be cursing.
Yeah.
And, like I've
She's
been
like,
cursing since day one, since day dot. So that's nothing new.
And the Nikki of it all, I think
they're like, you're a show.
Yeah.
You've done shows and had to act.
You're a show
so
girl.
Like,
so like maybe.
I was just like, what? This argument's so silly.
And then Dylan, and then finally, well, actually, Dylan doesn't even go forth because I think the last time he did it at the round table, he obviously got shut down. So I think he's a little apprehensive. So, I mean, I did not think Rob was going to go and start in on this, but he did.
He's the one that started the conversation.
He's the one that started it. And then Dylan had the confidence to go in after Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, And he made a good argument about it all.
Yeah.
And Bob was like trying to defend himself. He was just like, I swear to God, I am not a liar. I have not lied. I am not a traitor.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like he was going off. Like Dylan's like, you're like a good actor. You're a good, like, this all makes sense. And I grew up with an actor, so like I know. And then Bob's like, yeah, not a very good one. I was like, not the random like, Zac Efron hate.
Not you digging it on Zac. And then Dolores was like, that was mean. He's a good actor. Don't worry.
Like that, the Zac Efron of it all, like, is so funny.
Truly. Everyone makes their decisions. And the thing that was kind of surprising, because before they went onto the round table, Rob spoke to Carolyn and Danielle, the other traitors, and were like, we need to vote for Bob tonight. And Danielle was instantly like, no,
the traitors
I can't do that.
The traitors being traitors was crazy.
Yeah. But Danielle ended up voting for Bob anyway, even though she was like, he's my ride or die. And she was really upset about it.
She could have just voted for Sierra.
She literally could have voted
Bob
for Sierra,
still would have been voted out.
Yeah. But they did it. And Bob ends up being eliminated. And he was like, I never lied. I swear to God. And I don't believe in God, or something like that. I can't do it as iconic as he said it. But basically, he was just like, I don't believe in God, so everything I said doesn't matter.
I'm a traitor. And then he left.
I'm a traitor.
And he was just kind of laughing at the end. Like, he played it off. He wasn't like upset that he left. He was just like, and that's the game. So,
I mean, that is the game. That's how it's done.
That's the game. And the traitors, they were traitors.
Like all the faiths was like, yeah, we finally did it. Oh my God, Rob, you're our hero. I can't believe it.
They're like, we love Rob. Like, Rob's the best.
Tom is literally like, I like worship you. I'm at your knees or whatever. Anything you say, I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah.
And then
Tom's so stupid.
I'm like, hello, are you guys idiots? Like, if I were to instantly know that he was a traitor like that, like be so 100% sure, obviously that's fishy. That's fishy. And finally someone picked up on it. I don't know this man's name, the redhead. That's not
the redhead, the one from the Challenger.
Yeah. At the end, he was finally like,
maybe
if you're 100% sure, like you can never be 100% sure unless
you know
you were also a traitor. That's the only way you would know.
Yeah.
And then Tom was like, oh, yeah.
Tom is so stupid. Tom is so stupid.
So now the traitors have to get together to kill somebody else. And, you know, Danielle and Carolyn are like, Rob is trying to take over our group and this isn't giving like team, it's giving more.
This is giving like ambush just by Rob. He's just trying to like take over
he's a game player. That's what he does. But I think he's on a roll right now, but I think it's going to crash and burn real soon.
Yeah.
Personally. I feel like Carolyn's somehow going to win this whole thing still. Because she's just so, no one is going to like really speculate her.
There has been no speculation for Carolyn.
None.
You can say about the other ones, yes, but Carolyn has not. People have been like, there's no way it's Carolyn. She's a whack job.
Exactly. So
sometimes being weird helps.
Being cuckoo is sometimes okay.
Sometimes okay. Yeah. So I'm interested to see if they like get another traitor on board. What's going to happen with Rob? You know, they did a good episode though, because it gave us like enough information that we're not like too much of a cliffhanger, but also like we're excited for the next episode.
Yeah, I mean, I would hate if they left us on a cliffhanger when we have to wait a whole week.
Yeah.
Ugh. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's it for Traitors, I think,
Yeah.
right?
That was really it. It was a good episode.
Great
I liked it.
episode. And also what started for us this week was Love Island All Stars. I'm just dying to just go ahead and watch on ITV,
Mm.
and because it's just more up
It's
to
just quick.
date.
Yeah.
Because Peacock is behind and they take forever to. I just wish that they would post episodes in the morning. Some of us
Yeah,
don't want to wait
they
till
just
9
posted
p.m.
at
at night.
night. So on Peacock, only 2 episodes are out. I think the third
The
one's
third
coming out
one's
tonight.
coming out tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. It is exciting because you have like something to watch every single night, but 9 o'clock is like just a
It's
little too late.
Like
Could
8
it?
p.m. at least. Come on,
Yeah, like
guys.
even like 8 o'clock would help me out a little bit.
Yeah. Ooh.
But a lot of good people returned.
Yeah. I mean, look, I have loved. I guess we'll just get into the cast. Curtis is up there.
Yep.
Our little dancing boy. Our little
Gabby,
Gabby was from like what season
season
is
3
that? Season 3.
with Marcel.
And she was with Marcel to the very
And Marcel
end.
is there too.
And both her and Marcel are back. Yeah. And they obviously did that for the drama purposes.
So
But
good.
Marcel ended up cheating on her, literally, which is so crazy to me.
I'm telling you, these men.
They were on vacation together. She's at the gym and he decides to hook up with a girl in their room. Like, what?
I'm telling you, these men are crazy.
These men are crazy.
These men are crazy. They can have a full
The
family.
audacity.
They can have a full family and then try to hook up with a man. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the secrets and deceit. Like, you just got to be careful.
Secrets, deceit. Everyone's horrible.
And like the book that I'm just like, I literally, she's like digging, her husband is, and she's digging up all this stuff. She was with him for 18 years, didn't know any of this stuff. I'm like,
that's so terrifying to me because I feel like every relationship has something like that. Everyone.
Not everyone, but they're out there.
There's
not everyone, but there is a lot out
most of them. I'll say that.
A lot of them.
People be secret keeping. Scary. Anyway, but I will say,
yeah, he cheated on her.
He cheated on her, but he kind of like got karma came back to him because he was married to this girl for like maybe 2-3 years, and it came out that she was cheating on him with a dude, some rapper. So now he's like still in the middle of his divorce, and he's on this show.
Yeah, and it's funny because he was in I forgot what group he was in. Oh, and it was
Raging.
like,
no, I'm making that up.
It was like the whole season that he was with this rap group and like Blazing Squad.
Raging, Blazing Squad.
And he was like, yeah, I'm in Blazing Squad. You know Blazing Squad?
But it's so weird to have him back on now because he's literally 39 years old.
He's 39. He's old as fuck. He has gray hairs in his beard. Like, it's crazy.
Pluck the gray hairs.
Gabby
what are you doing?
Looks really good, except for the fact that she doesn't because she got this boob job that makes her body look weird. But she has a really good body.
Like,
she just
if
ruined
she's
it.
happy with it, then great for you.
Then we're happy with
you
it.
know,
I love her personality. Like, I loved her on season 3, so I'm like glad that she's back. We have Curtis, like you said, India.
I just want to talk about how hot Curtis is. I'll say it. I'll say it.
He's like, yeah, he's fine.
And everyone seems to love him on the show.
Yeah,
they all want to be with
him.
Him.
India, she was or she was a part of.
Her name's India.
Yeah, Ovi. Oh, she was from Casa More. I think it was season 4 or 5.
I don't know anyone's name.
Ovi was with she gets with Ovi from Casa More.
They were together for like 3 months. That was done.
Scott from where is Scott from? He's like
I can't remember, but
2.
he dated Katie for like years, and Katie was on last All Stars, and she was full of drama. I mean, she was full of drama on their season. They were arguing all the time. Do you remember?
Anyways, he's back.
He's back, and he's sober. Luca was with Gemma, who I cannot believe is 19 and on the show. Like,
yeah, she was really young.
The freaking relationship.
He's still young. He's 25. He's cute. He's perfect.
He's
I love
cute,
him.
But he's definitely like a bit immature. I can tell.
Olivia
from
what season was she from?
Who's Olivia?
She's the one that kind of caused some dramas.
God, no, I hated Olivia on her season. She
was
on
I forgot
the same
why
season as Kai, who won.
Oh yeah, I forgot why I didn't like her that much. I think she just kind of like was annoying the whole time.
She was full of the drama. She would be starting drama for no reason. I can't remember what exactly, but I just did not enjoy her.
Yeah,
hopefully she'll be better this time.
Naz and Kaz.
Naz or Naz?
Naz.
No,
well, I'm sorry, Kaz.
Kaz and Naz.
And Naz.
Kaz, she stole Josh. from Georgia
Yes.
on her original
Season 4.
season.
Yes. Season 4.
Um, now she's got a short little blunt
Pixie.
pixie cut, blonde
Blonde.
pixie cut. It's so cute. I really like her, and I'm kind of upset because basically the public got to pick who they get coupled up with, and she got coupled up with Curtis, and that's who I guessed. Like every couple that occurred, I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Put Gabby Marcel together. Evil.
Yeah, I cannot believe they put Gabby and Marcel together.
Yeah.
Literally, it was just for the drama, but like they're like, we do not like each other anymore. So
it was
sorry.
funny because she was just like, yeah, I could see that. The people just are used to seeing them together. So
No, but Kaz and Curtis were together, and I'm sad because Curtis, we find out at the end of episode 2 after a bombshell comes in that he gets taken away. But before we get into all that, who else is left? Oh, that
That's
one
her.
girl, Elma, is her name. She
Yeah.
came in with Mora on her season.
I remember that.
and
Yeah.
Mora was a
Random.
hot commodity. She literally was there for like a day and left.
Yeah.
But
So she's
she
back.
ends up being coupled up with Ronnie, who is from this past season of Love Island UK. And I'm like, why is Ronnie here? I'm so sorry, but every time he comes on the screen, I just start laughing at him because I'm just like, how did you make it on
This
this
man
show?
has Riz. He has Riz.
He must have the Riz.
He has to.
He has the Riz, and he has his fiber hair implants that he be shaking into his head, which is so funny. But honestly, I think him and Elma are a good match because they both seem like goofy people.
Very early days, as they say. Ekin-Su's the bombshell that comes in. She ends up stealing Curtis from Kaz. I mean, it's all
Everyone
early days.
thought
so
that
it's
Ekin-Su was going to choose Scott, though. I
or
don't know why.
Or even like I think it was either Scott or was it Luca? Someone else.
No, it was literally Scott. Like everyone was like,
Yeah, but there was someone else that they were like, maybe it could be him too. I don't know if it was. I forgot who it was.
I
But
feel like it was
anyways, they
either
really
Scott or
thought it was going to
Curtis.
be. They really thought it was going to be Scott. Plus, Ekin-Su and Mora kind of have a friendship, so it was kind of out of pocket. But
They
I feel
live
like
in the same building, apparently.
yeah, I feel like Ekin-Su would do something like that. Like I don't know if her motives are ever like genuine. I think she just likes drama.
Well, the thing is, Curtis also has a lot of Riz, and she had that one conversation with him, and she was like, "Yeah, I want to talk to him."
So she picks him, and then
But also, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say Casey shows up too, and I'm just like, of course.
Ugh, I do not like Casey.
That's how it like ends, right? Casey comes.
It ends with Casey coming in. He was like from maybe 2 seasons ago.
Casey and Kaz get into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kaz brings up the fact that like he's basically a player. He messages his girls all the time, and
All the Love
I guess
Island
he like
girls.
fucked over because I think she's friends with Georgia, but I don't know if she means Georgia, brunette Georgia or blonde Georgia. But I'm assuming it's blonde because on Love Island All Stars, Casey, I think, got coupled up with blonde Georgia. I might be making this up, but I don't think I am. And it didn't work out with him. He did something to her, and so Kaz is like, I'm standing on business with my friend, and then Casey's like basically arguing with her and being like, why would you say all this in front of the group? Like, I'm not that person. But it's like, clearly you did something, sir.
I always pick the
and
girl.
I believe it.
I'm on the girl's
side. I believe
side.
it. Also, I thought it was funny that what's her face? Olivia brought up the fact that Ronnie messaged her on Instagram and tried to ask to go on a date when he was still talking with Harriet. And I'm just like, sir, why would you even think you have the possibility to do that?
It's just so
and he was
weird.
like, my agent can set it up and it could be a secret date. And she's like, what? No.
Weird.
Ronnie is just something else. I think I'm just like, why would you? Yeah. Also, I totally forgot to mention our girl Catherine. Absolutely love her. She's so chill, but she's like currently coupled up with Naz, and I'm just not believing that they actually like each other. I think it's just a friend thing, and I'm hoping that someone she actually likes will come in. Same for Naz. But I'm just not believing that they actually like each other. I think they're just there to stay there. That's basically it. I need more episodes because, they really drag this out.
Yeah.
I need more drama.
It's just, it's too early to really even say any tea, but
yeah,
it's a good cast.
It's a good group of people, and I'm just glad Love Island is back. It's like my comfort show.
It's a good show. It's so good. Never gets old.
Yep.
It's a classic.
But that's basically it, guys. I think next week, I think it might either next week or the week after, but I think it's this coming week. I don't know how I'm going to post or when I'm going to post exactly, but I want to talk about the girls of Grant's season because
Mhm.
it's quickly approaching
It is quickly
his
approaching.
first episode. So we will hopefully break that down next week.
Mhm.
Um, and we'll talk about Traitors in Love Island and whatever may occur in our lives,
In our lives and in
in
our
our books
hearts.
that we're reading.
And hey, and even in our books, because you know
Mhm.
what? That's kind of taken over right now.
I am heavy into the book right now, okay?
Mhm. Yeah.
I love a
So
good
go
read.
out, read your books, and that's all.
Read your
And
book,
watch
shoot your
reality
shots,
TV.
and watch some reality TV, okay?
Yep. And you know
And
where to
support
find
the
us
arts.
and support the arts. You know where to find us. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and
We'll talk to you next week. Bye.